Today we're checking out the Meze Audio LIRIC premium headphones. Hey friends, welcome back. So recently, Meze Audio reached out to me and asked if I would review their brand new high-end headphones called LIRIC. And of course I said yes. However, that being said, all of my thoughts and opinions about these headphones are my own. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check them out. Okay, so inside the package we have the outer box, which gives us a little bit of information about the headphones. So first, at the top, it has the company logo, Meze Audio, and below that, it has the name of the headphones, LIRIC, and finally below that, it says, powered by Rhinaro Isodynamics. Now, the reason it says that is because these headphones are actually a collaboration between Meze and a different company called Rhinaro Isodynamics. And finally, last of all, on the bottom of the box, it tells us that the headphones were made in Romania, because Meze is in fact a Romanian company. So basically, lots of talented people came together to make these headphones a reality, which is awesome. Now, inside the outer box, we get a black case, which yet again has the name of the headphones debossed in a glossy rose gold color, which looks really nice. And if we open it up, we get the headphone case nestled inside the soft foam lining, and a small little pouch resting on top of the headphone case. So first off, inside the pouch, we get a 1/4-inch audio adapter. Next, we get an airplane adapter for whenever you're going to be flying. And finally, we get a long headphone cable that's 3 meters long, or if you live in the US, 10 feet long. Now here's the headphone case, and we'll come back to it in a second. Underneath it is a little booklet, which is basically a product overview of these headphones, showing us the inspiration behind them, their features, how they work, how they were designed, and also all of their tech specs. So that's pretty cool. And last of all, let's take a look at the headphone case. So as you can see, it's a nice looking hard case that has the Meze logo on the front, and if we unzip it, you'll see that we finally get the headphones themselves. They do look really cool, and we'll come back to them in a second. But first, let's take a look at this audio cable, which is resting behind these little straps. So this one is the short headphone cable. That's 1.5 meters long, or if you live in the US, 4 feet 9 inches long. Okay, now with all the accessories out of the way, let's finally take a look at the headphones. So the first thing you notice is that these headphones look really high quality. And that is because, according to their website, they have a frame made out of lightweight magnesium, aluminum, and steel. And all this stuff combined allows them to be both strong and flexible at the same time. Now, we also get left and right indicators letting us know which side is which. We get oval-shaped ear cups, so they're more comfortable around your ears. We get copper accents on both the air vent holes, more about them later, and on the headband sliders. We also get a very flexible headband with soft cushioning underneath, and the word LIRIC debossed into the top. Next up, we get ear cups that swivel completely around, which is cool. And finally, last of all, we get pillowy soft ear pads, which are designed to be comfortable when you wear these headphones for long periods of time. Now, getting back to those very interesting air vent holes, basically they're designed for pressure equalization. So essentially that results in better controlled airflow inside the ear cups, and a quote, sound that is airy, transparent, and detailed. So that's also pretty neat. Now, as a side note, I also really like these adjustable headband sliders. They're not the standard clickety-clackety type headband adjustments that you'll get with most headphones. On these, you simply adjust them by just sliding them up or sliding them down, and the action is just buttery smooth. So that's one of the more interesting things that I like about these headphones right off the bat. Now, getting down to how these headphones actually work, these are actually the first planar magnetic driver headphones that I've ever reviewed on the channel. So they're not the standard dynamic driver headphones that I'm personally more familiar with. So the real question is, what's the main difference between these two types of headphones? Well, without getting too technical, basically, dynamic drivers use a cone-shaped diaphragm to produce sound waves, and planar headphones use a paper-thin diaphragm along with magnets to produce sound waves. So essentially, they're both making sound, but just doing it in two different ways. So with all of the technical stuff out of the way, the biggest question of all is, how do they actually sound? Well, for that, let's have ourselves a little montage. Alright, now after testing these out for a few weeks now, I've found their overall sound to be very high quality. Even though they're not noise-canceling headphones, they do have great isolation due to the fact that they have these very thick ear pads and also those air vent holes that we talked about a second ago. Now they also have very accurate mids and treble frequencies and overall a nice wide soundstage. They have this thing built in called Phase X, which they say immerses you fully in the music and overall improves the spatial sound imaging. And I have to say, regardless of how they do it, it does sound really good. Basically, you're going to hear every little detail because apparently these headphones can reproduce frequencies of up to 92,000 hertz. But since the range of human hearing, including mine, only goes up to 20,000 hertz, I guess I'm just going to have to take their word on this one. Now, I also found the fit of these headphones to be very comfortable. So I like the soft headband, the pillowy soft ear pads, and overall I like that you can wear these for many hours and they're not going to feel uncomfortable around your ears. Now, in my listening tests, I also found that electronic music in particular sounded very good with these headphones. I listened to the songs Becoming Insane and Heavyweight by Infected Mushroom, and those tracks just came to life in these headphones. So if you're a big fan of electronic music, the level of detail in these headphones will really impress you. I also listened to the album Le Jardin de Lucy by Sumac Dub on Apple Music, and it too sounded amazing. Now, since we also love vinyl here, these headphones are also good for listening to your records, because as I said, they come with that 1/4-inch audio adapter, so you can easily plug them into the headphone jack of your receiver, and you're going to be good to go. So I listened to several records that I was already familiar with, like Black Sabbath's Paranoid and Master of Reality, Ohm's God is Good and Advaitic songs, Bohren und der Club of Gore's Piano Nights, and of course Sunset Mission, and of course you also guessed it, Sade. It just wouldn't be a Vinyl Eyezz video if I didn't mention Sade at least once at some point. So anyways, across the board everything sounded amazing, immersive, and lifelike. And even though I heard a lot of detail in the mids and trebles, it wasn't too high-pitched or irritating to my ears. The sound was accurate, clear, clean, and free of distortion, and overall, very natural. Basically, what you hear is what you get. So for better or worse, it's going to reveal every little detail that's hidden in the mix or in the grooves of your records. And also, as a side note, I never got ear fatigue after listening for a long period of time, which was nice. Now, although the mids and treble frequencies are, as I said, absolutely incredible, at first I wasn't hearing as much bass. You know, the heavy bass that I'm used to with dynamic driver headphones. Well, I looked back on their website and I noticed this diagram, which basically explains that the reason the mids and highs are so pronounced and the bass is sort of in the background is because of their unique design. Essentially, they designed the voice coil or diaphragm in the headphones so that the low-end frequencies are firing above the ear canal and the mids and treble frequencies are firing directly inside the ear canal. So basically, the bass is still there, they've just prioritized the higher frequencies in order to keep the headphones sounding crystal clear. So essentially what I'm saying here is that if all you're looking for is an overwhelming amount of bass to just vibrate your brain into oblivion, then these headphones are not for you. However, if you're looking for very detailed and accurate headphones, then these might be exactly what you're looking for, especially if you're already used to and familiar with planar headphones. Now, speaking of buying these headphones, let's be clear. These are premium headphones for a premium price. So that fact alone means that they're not going to be for everyone, but they are going to be for those who want to fully immerse themselves in their music and don't mind paying a premium to do that. So if you do want to hear every note and every detail, these headphones are perfect for that. So with that in mind, let's talk about what these headphones are not. They're not wireless, they're not Bluetooth, they're not active noise canceling, and they don't have built-in microphones, so you can't make phone calls with them. So essentially, these headphones are purely designed for listening to and enjoying great music. And I guess that's why they called them Lyric in the first place, because they seem to be inspired by music and high-end audio. So overall, I think these headphones are built very well, they're very comfortable, and their overall sound quality, especially in the mids and trebles, is outstanding. So if all that stuff sounds good to you and you want to check them out for yourself, their link will be in the video description down below. And as a side note, right now they're also offering a free premium cable with the purchase of every Meze Lyric, so that is also pretty cool. And as a side note, if you want to pick up their 99 classics in either walnut gold or walnut silver, punch in the code VINYL20 at checkout during the next 2 weeks and you'll also get a nice discount. Okay, now before we go, today's song of the day is Icky Thump by the White Stripes. Great song. And if you have a suggestion for a song of the day as well, post it in the comments down below and you might see it in a future video. Okay, now what headphones do you really love? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you love everything related to headphones, speakers, and record players, then feel free to subscribe to the channel and smack the little bell notification so you won't miss out on the new videos. And most importantly of all, have an awesome day, stay safe, and keep spinning that vinyl.